So I went to bed that night, and sometime after midnight, I kind of woke up. I saw a light flash. I ignored it, and then I saw it again. So I opened my eyes, and I looked at where I had the scanner. It's on a shelf beside the window. It's above where I'm sleeping. And I look up, and the scanner's lit up. So something's being broadcast. I'm not hearing it. So I immediately look over at my computer. The monitor's off, but the computer's on. I'm thinking, what the heck? So I unplug the scanner so I can hear what it's saying. And the first thing I hear is Car 2 telling the dispatcher that it looks like the entire town of Wingham is experiencing a brownout, and I don't remember what I was going to say there. So I'm thinking, oh, wonderful. So I kind of sit up and I try to turn the computer off because the light's still on. The power light, the power switch itself has a light on it. When the computer's on, that light's on. That light was on, but the computer's not. So I push the button, try to either turn it off or turn it on, whatever state that it's in, and nothing changes. Nothing's happening. So I put my light underneath my monitor. The monitor light's flashing. So it's on, but it's not showing anything. Like, what the heck? But I turned my light on. I got a USB light that I have beside me, kind of like the one I have sitting here. It's a ring light, and it's powered by USB. It's on. It works. So, okay, that's interesting. So I figure, okay, well, maybe because the brownout, the computer's kind of locked up, froze up or whatever. So I turn off my main power bar, and of course everything goes dark. Oops. Turn it back on. Tried my bedroom light, my main overhead bedroom light. It's not working. So I come back and turn my USB light on. It still works. It works whether the computer's on or off. I try to turn the computer on and nothing's happening. My hard drives are running. I can hear them spinning away. The lights are on, but nothing's happening. So the fire department was responding to a smoke detector going off, and while I'm listening to all this, I started recording just, for whatever's happening. At that time I didn't know exactly what it was that they were responding to because I missed the beginning of the call. So I get my voice recorder out and I start recording the scanner. And then they get a second call. So I can't do anything. Because like I say, even my lights wouldn't work, my overhead light, and I can't leave. One of my hard drives started screaming. So I had to turn the power bar off again. And leave it off. I wasn't going to leave it on and cause damage to something. So I had to turn it off, which means I have no light now. So I decided, well, I gotta go for a drive. I'm up an hour or two earlier than I normally am, but that's a good time to go for a drive. So it was really weird because half the lights in the house would work and half wouldn't. It was very strange, and they were really dim. So it was kind of odd. And the only computer that would work was Michelle's. Of course, hers is a laptop, running on battery. So once the battery dies, she's done with that. But there's no internet because the modem's not working. That was weird. So I'm heading out to the garage, and I'm thinking, I wonder, because my lights are on the remote switch, which I turn on and off with my keychain here. I wonder if it'll work. So I'm walking out to the garage and I'm pushing the button. I'm not seeing it because normally as soon as I walk out of the house I push the button, I can see the light come on in the window here. So I come out and apparently they came on. My garage lights are rope lights. I have two rope lights. They swirl back and forth across the garage, and one is plugged into the other, so they're end to end. One was on, one was off. And the one that was on was barely on, just basically enough to see it. I couldn't figure that one out. That was just weird. So, thinking, okay, well, I pull out, and Most of the street lights are still on, but they're really dim. Best way I can describe it is if you've ever seen a solar eclipse where the sun gets blocked, the sun's still shining, but everything's really dim. It's kind of a surreal appearance. You can imagine that at night with the streetlights. It's kind of the same thing. The lights were on, but it was really, really dim. And some of them were flashing. It was kind of cool, actually. So I went straight down the dam, and I sat there, took a break for a bit, and the fire department got another call. It was their third call. I got the second call before I went out. So shortly after I started recording, that's when they got their second call. So I'm sitting down at the dam and I heard the third call, and I know the fire trucks will be going by that way because they were back at the hall after their second call had finished. So I knew they'd be coming by. So I went over to the beer store parking lot, sat there and watched trucks go by. Well, I watched one truck. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I didn't notice the car 2 was responding as well. So yeah, 2 trucks. And I went for a drive. I went by the laundromat. The laundromat's open 24 hours, and it's got fluorescent lights in there. Those fluorescent lights were flashing individually, independent of each other, at random. It looked like there was a disco party inside. It was really, really strange. And the traffic lights, none of them were actually working. They were in flash mode, but they were dim. And I had a couple that you could barely even see them. They were so dim. So then I got to one intersection, and you could barely even see it. It was so dim you could barely even see them. And I drive by Micro H, and they're flashing as well. So I'm heading down to Timmy's. I'm hoping Timmy's is open. The traffic lights at that intersection are on, so I'm hoping that means, on and functional. So I'm hoping that means Timmy's is working. So on my way there, I get a call from Cody. Apparently Cody heard about it on the news already, which was kind of weird. And he told me that in situations like that, it's recommended that you turn your main house breaker off so nothing gets damaged or something. I can't remember. You get something that's high current or whatever. It's trying to draw current and it can't draw. It can overheat the wires or something and cause a fire. So that's what's recommended. You turn your main house breaker off. So I asked him about the smoke detectors. We had 3 calls for smoke detectors going off from this brownout. Now, I'm guessing if they're detecting this power failure, then they must be using the house current. And I know they make those because I remember my grandmother's house when I was visiting her over the river and through the woods. And the washroom is upstairs. So I go upstairs and turn to come back down the stairs. Above the stairs, there's the smoke detector, and it's plugged into an outlet. Well, I thought that was the strangest thing. I was thinking, well, what happens if you have a power issue, something shorts out, which knocks the power out and causes a fire? Your smoke detector's not going to go off, right? But I don't know if it's kept charged by it or whatever, and I don't know. Maybe it detects the power failure and that's what sets them off. I don't know, but they had 3 calls for smoke detectors going off from this brownout. So I'm guessing those people have line-powered smoke detectors. I'm guessing. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I don't know if I would want to trust them. But if they make them, they have to be certified, right? So I got down to Timmy's. I turned into Volume Arts parking lot, and I didn't go any farther because their sign outside was off. So I'm thinking, well, if their sign's off, that means they're probably not open. So I turned around, went back uptown, sat across from the laundromat, and got more video of the disco party inside. on my way up there, I see one of the traffic lights. That traffic light that was really dim is now completely off. So I'm thinking, you know, the power is even lower now. Not enough to keep them going. I sat there for a bit, and it started raining again, so I switched cameras. And I decided to go back to Timmy's again, and this time I'm actually going to check to see if they're open. So I got there, and I wasn't going to try the drive-through. So I pulled up in front, and I could see the bar going across between the two doors, so I know the doors were locked. There were people in there, the lights were on, and there's two girls standing there talking, so they had power, but apparently not enough to run their equipment. So I was thinking, ah, crap. No Timmy's tonight. So I went one more trip down through town. I sat down, or did I sit down at the dam? No, I don't think I stopped. I just passed the dam and came straight home. Well, when I got back here, I decided to test my outlet here to see what the voltage actually was, and I turned the light on. Surprisingly, my my LED strip lights actually came on. So there was enough power to run the 12-volt circuit that powers these lights. So they came on. That was kind of cool. It gave me a little bit of light to see what I was doing. So I plugged my multi-tester into the outlet, and I got averaged about 36.6 volts. It was fluctuating between 36.2 and 36.8. That's like 1/3 of what we should have. Because it should be between 110 and 120 volts. Yeah, 30. No wonder nothing was working properly. I'm surprised anything was working that low. I was just like, wow. So, shortly after 4 a.m., 4:05 or 4:35, I think it was 4:05, the power went off completely. Everything just completely dead, total blackout. And just before 5 o'clock, it came back on, and everything was back to normal. So, I guess they turned the power off to fix whatever needed to be fixed, and turned everything back on, and everything's good to go. I will leave you with my Brownout tour and the fire department transmissions. That's it. Thanks for watching, and talk to you on Tuesday.
Again, it's for fire alarm sounding 277 Center Street between John and Patrick Street East, North Huron, Wingham Fire. Please respond.
Car 2, Wingham Station. Go ahead, Wingham Station, Car 2. Do you want us to roll ladder 2 to Center Street? Yes, roger that.
Attention, North Huron, Wingham Fire. Please respond to 277 Center Street between John and Patrick Street East for fire alarm sounding. Again, that's 277 Center Street for fire alarm sounding in Wingham. North Huron, Wingham Fire. Please respond. Attention, North Huron Blige Fire. This is an information page. Wingham Station's responding to 277 Center Street in Wingham for fire alarm sounding, possibly due to a power brownout. Again, information page that Wingham Station's responding 277 Center Street. Time of North Huron page is 12:52:08.
Fire dispatch, North Huron command.
Command, go ahead, just advise what command you're calling on.
You can show command on Grandview Street has been transferred back to Delta.
Roger, command transferred to Delta on Grandview. It's 12:53:06. Fire dispatch, car 2 call. Fire dispatch, car 2 call. Fire dispatch, North Huron, car 2 call.
Go Dispatch, car 2.
Roger, just yourself is responding to 277 Center Street. I have no other units responding at.
That's negative. Yeah, that's negative, dispatch. I have ladder 2 coming.
Roger that. Full mark ladder 2 responding. It's 12:55 at 19.
Fire dispatch, transferring ladder 2 responding to Center Street. Bravo plus 5 belted.
Roger that. Ladder 2 responding with Bravo plus 5. You're belted. 12:55:39.
Dispatch, you can mark car 2 on scene at 277 Center Street.
Roger, car 2's on scene at 277 Center Street. It's 12:56:13.
Dispatch, ladder 2's on scene.
Roger, ladder 2, you're on scene at 277 Center Street. It's 12:56:27.
Fire dispatch, North Huron ladder 2.
Go ahead, ladder 2.
You can show Bravo in command and mobile at 277 Center Street. We'll be sending in a crew to investigate. Occupants are still in the house. There's nothing showing at this point.
Roger that, ladder 2, I copy, you're on scene. Bravo's in command. And mobile, you're sending in a crew to investigate. Nothing showing. Occupants still inside at this time. 0058.
Fire dispatch, Center Street command.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Center Street command.
You can show crew has entered the building to investigate.
Roger, crew entered building to investigate. It's 10306.
Engine 1, car 2. Go ahead, engine 1. Yeah, if you guys are almost wrapped up there, I wouldn't mind the check at this call. Roger that, I believe we're leaving momentarily. Fire dispatch, Grandview command.
Go ahead, command.
You can show the problem has been sourced to the wing-wide brownout. Property has been turned back over to the homeowner. Command on Grandview is terminated. Engine 1 will be clearing and responding to Center Street.
Roger that, command. Problem source to Brownout. Property turned over to homeowner. Engine 1 clear. Attending Center Street call. It is 10444.
Fire dispatch, North Huron, engine 1.
Go ahead, engine 1.
You can show engine 1 on scene on the Center Street call.
Roger, engine 1, you're on scene. It's 10750.
Car 2, call command. Go ahead, command. Is it just the smoke detectors going off or the CO detector? This house is just smoke alarms going off. Roger that, thank you. I can relay 0 readings. Roger that, 0 readings. Fire dispatch, North Huron command, Center Street.
Go ahead, command.
You can show we have investigated the building with the multi-gas tick. At this point in time, we do have 0 readings. We're just continuing on with our investigation a little bit.
Roger, 0 readings investigating, it's 11143.
Fire dispatch, North Huron Command.
Go ahead, command.
We believe we have sourced the issue to the town-wide brownout. We have left a couple smoke alarms with the homeowners. Command is terminated. All units are returning to Wingham Station.
Roger that, command. Sourced issue to Brownout. Smoke alarms left with homeowner. Command terminated. All Wingham units are clear and returning to Hull. It's 12102. Fire dispatch to command.
Go ahead, dispatch, command.
Roger that. They just have another caller advising of issues with their fire alarms due to the brownout on B line. I can go ahead with the details over the air if you'd like.
Yeah, roger that. Page out as normal.
Roger that. Paging now. Attention, North Huron Fire, Wingham Station, North Huron Fire, Wingham. Please respond to 70 B-Line Road. That's 70 B-Line Road. Crossroads of Bach Line and Martha Street. Caller having issues with their fire alarms due to the brownout. Alarms are beeping, no smoke or flames visible. That's 70 B-Line Road, 70 B-Line Road. Issues with fire alarms. First page is 128, March 25th. Attention, North Huron Fire, Wingham, North Huron Fire, Wingham. Please respond to 70 B-Line Road. That's 70 B-Line Road, crossroads of Buck Line and Martha Street. For issues with the fire alarms, no smoke or flame visible, however alarms are sounding. The lights are dim due to the brownout. 70 B-Line Road for fire alarms sounding. Second page is 129 on March 25th. Attention, North Huron Fire, Blythe Station, North Huron Fire, Blythe. Again, this is an information page only. Wingham's being paged to another fire alarm issue at 70 B-Line Road in Wingham. That's 70 B-Line Road for fire alarm sound. No smoke or flames. Again, Blythe Station. This is information only. On March 25th, it's 1:30.
Fire dispatch, North Huron Car 2.
Go ahead, Car 2.
Page acknowledged for Wingham. I also have crew sitting on ladder 2 if we take another CO alarm because of this brownout.
Roger that, Car 2 acknowledging. You have a crew on ladder 2 for any other calls due to the brownout 1:30:35.
Fire dispatch, North Huron Engine 1 is responding to 70 B-Line Bravo plus 4 building.
That's Roger, Engine 1 responding Bravo plus 4, 1:30:55.
Dispatch car 2 is responding as well.
Roger that, Car 2 responding. 1:31.
Fire dispatch, North Huron Engine 1's on scene. Bravo will be command and mobile.
Roger that. Engine 1, you're on scene. Bravo and command and mobile. 1:32:01.
Fire dispatch, car 2 1.
Roger that, Car 2, you're on scene. 1:32:48.
Fire dispatch, B-Line command.
Go ahead.
We have nothing showing. Have made contact with the homeowner. His power has gone out as well. His one smoke detector is going off. Should have a crew entering the building to investigate.
Roger that, command. I copy. You have nothing showing. You've made contact with the homeowner. Power is out. Smoke detector is going off. Crews entering to investigate. 01:35:45.
Engine 1 to go command.
146.52.
Fire dispatch, North Area Command.
Go ahead, command.
You can show we have 0 readings for the whole structure. It's boiled down to the power outage as well. Home is left with the homeowner. Command is terminated. All units return to Wingham Station.
Roger that, command. 0 readings through structure. Power outage issue. Home left with homeowner. Command is terminated. All units are clear and returning at 149.27.
And fire dispatch, could you please download these calls first, please? That'd be appreciated. Thanks for your help.